Very excited. Very excited. I've never been there, so definitely want to go check it out a little bit, and obviously play in front of a big crowd, nice stadium. It's always exciting.
Going back to last preseason, it's still crazy, what Messi brings to this type of games. What do you expect? You went to El Salvador last year, going back to Latin America this time around, a couple of stops, but the first one through. It's still surprising when you guys get there and you see how much excitement there is around it.
Yeah, doesn't really surprise us anymore, but it's definitely cool, and like we're grateful for it. That's for sure. I mean, we try to take it in and be as humble as possible. Um, because there's a lot of fans always showing up at every game, but especially when we go to those type of countries, you know, get bombarded at the hotels. So instead of trying to like see the negative of it, we try to see the positive, how cool it is, and how grateful we are that not only are they going to watch Messi, but just the team in general.
How much different of a vibe do you guys think you'll have on Wednesday? Peruvians in general buying the tickets sold out for the game, in large part because Peruvian people think it's Messi's last stop in the country before he retires. So a bit different maybe than what you guys experienced in Las Vegas with Copa America. I mean, so what do you expect for Wednesday in terms of the atmosphere, the environment?
I expect it to be crazy, honestly. Definitely great atmosphere on the stadium. Traveling on the bus and stuff. I'm sure that at our hotel is going to be thousands of people. But like I said, just try to be as humble as possible and grateful that they're supporting us. It's cool. We're not going to see it as like, this is just a preseason game. Now we're going to see it as this is a good step for us to to play in a crowd of 80,000 people. In the season we're going to have games like that as well. So this is a good first step of the year.
But everywhere you guys go, even if there's pro the other team, you still see the pink jerseys scattered everywhere. Even going to South America on different trips, I just see the 10 Inter Miami jersey just littered in any city in multiple countries. So that's what I mean. So there's always that part that's still rooting for Inter Miami regardless of where you are. Do you expect that on Wednesday as well?
Yeah, for sure.
How does it feel to play under Javi Mascherano?
Yes, it's great. He was an amazing player, one of the best center backs maybe to play at Barca, and he's also very similar to me. Kind of transitioned into center back, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. Obviously, I don't consider myself a full-time center back, but I'm definitely learning a lot from him, and I think he's a great coach, very experienced, very classy as well, and I'm just grateful to be a player under him.
Do you have a, yeah, go ahead.
Not every time you get called up to play center back, you played against America again. How does that feel for you to perform and it not being your position and now having a coach that lived through that?
I just try to do the job to the best of my abilities, whatever position. Obviously, left back is more my preferred position, but I feel like I learned a lot under Coach Tata last year. I felt like he's prepared me for this, and I felt like I've done well at times. Obviously, I think I can improve a lot, but I feel like I've done well enough to, play in those type of games, and just ready to do whatever coach and the team wants me to do. If I have to help out there, if we're short on depth there, I'm gonna fill in, and I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna put my head down and work and study, learn to my best of my abilities, and do the best that I can.
How do you go about it with Mascherano? Do you have a conversation with him, letting him know, look, I can play as a center back, I can play as a left back. My position that I like the most is left back. Do you have that conversation, or you just wait for him to make the decision?
Yeah, no, it just makes a decision, and I mean we train it as well, but not much conversation, honestly.
What have your teammates told you about that? The young ones, but also the Fantastic Four. What have they told you about your performances, knowing that it's not your position?
No, we always try to talk. The whole team, not just the starters, also the bench. We're very passive. We all talk to each other. If I did something wrong here or I did something good here, I'll make sure I feel that presence. You understand? Regardless of my friends and my guys on the bench or the Fantastic Four, even they'll say, and everyone talks in the game as well. Jordi, Toto, Cello as a back line, as a unit, they all help, and we all help each other. I do the same to them. So it was good, especially after the first game against America. It felt definitely more structured, more compact, and it felt good out there.
In this system, you just touched on how compact and organized you guys were. How important is the protection the center backs get from the midfield four, especially the double pivot, the two defensive midfield? We say six in English, five in Spanish. How important is it to get defensive protection, given that you don't have that extra body, the third center back there to give you that coverage?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working straight off the bat. First day, we went straight into defensive organization. Um, that we knew that there's times like, the truth is that, in the press it's not going to be organized, right? Just because the way of the game, how it's going to be played back and forth. And, if we could solidify the back four and talk to our two fives in front of us, we have a better chance of keeping the clean or defending the goal, right? I think it's important. We've been working on communicating a lot more as well. That's been a big factor because, they can't see behind them, right? The two midfielders. We do. So if we could help them, tell them where to go more, make their job easier, then they make our job easier. That's what it's kind of been like.
Going back to the Universitario game, how important it is to, match the intensity, because for you guys it's the only second game of preseason, but over there obviously they're playing a home game. It's going to be exciting for them. They're going to have a lot of energy. How important is it for you guys to match that level of intensity with them?
Yeah, it's going to be important. We're going to go try and play our best, and again, this is our second game, so it's still preseason. We know that it's not going to be perfect, right? But I think it's going to be the most important thing is to try to input what we've been doing in training to the best of our abilities. And yeah, we're going to match the intensity. It's going to be a fun game. We got to just enjoy it, right? We can't be scared of it. I mean, no one's going to be scared of it, but we got to just enjoy the crowd, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the game that we're playing. Whether we play 90 or 20, doesn't matter. 0 doesn't matter. We got to just enjoy being there.
Going back to the defensive structure and shape, how did you guys think you did against Club America in that regard? You're talking about being compact and organized when they had the ball and they started building up their possession, but when you guys high press, it seemed like they gave you some trouble. They found some space in there. So how do you guys think you did overall defensively?
I thought we did good, honestly. It wasn't perfect. I'm not gonna say like we were great. Obviously we got scored on in the first half. I thought it was much better. It felt much better, if I'm gonna be honest. And we felt like a compact unit, right? Everyone was talking to each other. We're moving side to side, shifting. We're patient. We won the ball in the right times. And America's champions of Mexico. They're not a bad team. They're a really, really good team, and it honestly felt really good out there.
No, David told us, talking about preseason, David Ruiz told us that you were one of the first ones to ask about Honduras and ask about how playing with Olympia would be. You shared with us in the past that you like to watch other countries' football. Do you know about Central American football?
Yeah, I know. I mean, again, I think I said it last time. Like, I can't really stream it because of America, over here. But I've been there. I enjoyed it. I went with the U.S. over there. I enjoyed Honduras a lot. I mean, we didn't go out as much as I would have wanted to, but the times that we went out, very good in the capital, San Juan as well. I don't think we're gonna go to San Juan, but the capital is a lot of nice parts to it. So I'm excited to go. I mean, even though it's we're not gonna be there for too long, it's always nice to again, Peru as well. I'm the same. I'm excited to go there as well.
No, we just spoke to Fede Redondo. What's he like off the field? We see him here for a little bit. We see him in training in the game, but what's he like away from the field?
Fede?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He speaks very well of English as well, so we talk to him a lot, and he's just a good, calm guy, good player as well. Talks to us on the field, aggressive, and we have a great relationship. He's a good guy.
So he's calm off the field. As calm as we see him, it's the same persona we see here.
Yeah, he's a very calm guy.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
If you need recommendations.